We're going to be looking into how we can create a responsive web design, the menu or navigation up here. So this is the starting point that I want to, of course, start from and then continue on. So we already created some styles for changing it. So once it goes below 720 pixel, it changes the grid changes, so the design changes, of course. But we want to focus on the navigation up here. This is what we want to end up with basically. So we have our navigation up here, and once it actually starts going down below our breakpoint, which is 720, it's only going to show the first button and then create a hamburger menu over here. And once I click the hamburger menu, it expands into a menu here. So we're going to be looking into how we can actually create this with just continuing from where we left off. We of course need to add a little bit more. So in my header we need to create our navigation, and I'm just going to quickly do this. So we need to add a navigation, and here we're going to use a class, and we're going to call this header nav, and we're going to use an ID. So you can assign both an ID and a class, because we're actually going to need both in this case, because we're going to use a little bit of JavaScript in this one, but don't worry, I'll go through everything for you. School.nav, like so. So this is my navigation. I have a class and I have an ID, and I'm going to be using this. So next part is we need our list, of course, and let's do 3 of these, and let's also do a like that. So we don't really want to create any specific links, but we want to add a title for each. So the first was home, next was news, and then was contact or something like this. This is our structure of our navigation. To create this hamburger menu, we need to add a little bit more, and don't worry, I'm going to explain it in a little while, but we need an anchor to start with. And inside this anchor we need something called a JavaScript, and then you do this void and 0 in here, and a semicolon at the end. So this is really important. You have this is to make sure that the page doesn't reload everything once you click this, once a specific thing is clicked. So when you click the hamburger menu to expand it, we don't want it to reload a lot of pages. So remember to have this in your anchor here. We are also going to give it we're going to give it a class, because we need to attach CSS, and also we need to attach JavaScript to this. We're going to do an on-click, which is basically something we use along with our JavaScript. So here we're going to put in the name of our JavaScript function we haven't created yet. So I'm going to call my RWD menu function and then open close with a parentheses, and then inside my inside my navigation I'm going to put in, because we're already using our font awesome, we can just put this in, and this should create a navigation of the hamburger menu navigation. So let's click save and go refresh our first page and see if anything actually pops up. So we have stuff here now. At least our menu and navigation is being popped up. So we have the stuff ready for us to start styling our CSS, and that's what we're going to do in the next couple of videos.